Welcome back. We have managed to escape our imprisonment in the inn's cellar and have now reached the kitchen here.
Graham looks around the inn's kitchen and finds it rather sparse and untidy.
This really isn't the time to criticize the furniture.
In the corner of the room, Graham spies a large kitchen cupboard.
Perhaps there's something in there.
Inside the cupboard, Graham sees a large, juicy leg of lamb. Reaching into the open cupboard, Graham pulls out the savory leg of lamb.
Which we will need later. Alright, let's see where else we can go. What's to the east here? Uh-oh. Something tells me that wasn't a good idea.
We gotta plan our next job, you guys. Hey! How did you get out of the cellar? This time, rub 'em out for good.
That wasn't a very smart move.
Nope, it wasn't. It wasn't a very smart move on their part, by the way, not to frisk me and remove my possessions before they locked me in the cellar. But anyway. Alright, let's instead go out to the west.
Finding the kitchen door locked, Graham unlocks it before going outside.
I guess the key was in the lock. And now we come out here. And now that the door's unlocked, you can actually go back in through here, in case you missed the rack of lamb before. And now we have what we need to go to the mountains in pursuit of Mordack. Yes, all these random side quests would almost make you forget that our goal in this game is to retrieve our family. Save them from the evil wizard who wants Alexander to turn Manhattan back into his old self. And of course, we still have a poisonous snake to deal with. Right, Cedric? Now you might wonder, how do we deal with the poisonous snake? We've actually had the means to deal with it for a while now. But unless you've played this game before, I doubt you have guessed which one of these items is actually what we need to get past it. It is actually the tambourine. Did you guess that? Be honest? I wouldn't have.
Begone, you slithery varmint! Scat!
Yes, of course, it makes perfect sense that you could scare off a creature that has no sense of hearing by making a lot of noise. I mean, who wouldn't have thought of that? Anyway, with that taken care of, it is time to head east towards Mordack's castle. But we won't get there yet, quite soon. Wow, that was quick.
A few hours later...
Or maybe not. In case you've forgotten anything, you can actually still go back to town from this point, although if you go a little bit further, I think you'll get to a point where you can't go back.
Graham begins to shiver at the sudden drop in temperature.
Yeah, I have to agree, it looks quite cold here. Fortunately, we have a warm cloak. Of course, this is logically the first point that you'd realize that you need the cloak. Before this, the only reason we've really been trying to get the cloak is because it's there. and therefore it must be useful.
Graham dons his warm cloak for protection against the freezing mountain air.
And this time, unlike in King's Quest 2, we can actually see him wearing the cloak.
An icy, treacherous path skirts the snowy mountainside as it winds its way upward. Sheer vertical cliffs plummet dizzyingly downward from the edge of the frozen path.
At least the path is a little bit easier to navigate than it would have been in previous games. I guess Cedric won't be too happy that we're here.
Ooh, I've never been here before, but I think this is the way over the mountains.
Cedric seems
Okay. Guess we'll have to trust his judgment. Now there are some places where the pathfinding will take you over a hole and then you'll die. This is not one of them, I believe. Yes, in this case, the game is kind enough to automatically walk around the cliff and prevent Graham from falling. Although I do believe you can still fall if you deliberately click next to the path.
No, stay away from the edge!
Uh-oh. That last step was a doozy.
That was quite a yell. Graham still has no sense of self-preservation. Alright, let's continue on into the mountains. Unfortunately, it looks like the path ends here.
A frozen waterfall hinders Graham's progress, as in the warmer seasons it had washed away part of the path on which he is currently traveling.
It looks like there's another path up here.
Graham sees another possible route through the mountains from a ledge above him. If only he could reach it.
If only. Any idea, Cedric?
Having other things on his mind,
No, of course not. I mean, God forbid that Cedric would actually have a useful suggestion for once.
the remains of an old tree poke out of the mountainside near an upper ledge.
That might work in combination with our rope. There we go. Now we can climb up. Good throw, by the way.
Oh, be careful, Graham!
Thanks for playing King's Quest 5.
Okay, I guess that couldn't help our... couldn't hold our weight. And Graham is a sissy for dying after falling like 3 feet. What else do we have that might be a bit more sturdy? This rock outcropping, perhaps.
Graham notices a rock overhang near an upper ledge.
Let's try that. No, not the cloak. The rope.
Graham notices his stomach beginning to rumble with hunger from the exertion of the mountain climb.
Oh. But apparently I can't deal with that now. Now I can. We need to eat, and there's 2 choices. We can either eat the rack of lamb, or we can eat the custard pie. Eat the custard pie, and the game is unwinnable. So eat the rack of lamb instead.
Graham finds the leg of lamb a bit tough, but tasty enough. Filling up quickly, he saves the other half for later.
Isn't it nice that the game can just randomly become unwinnable by using the wrong item at the wrong time? Of course, that's true in most of the King's Quest games, but particularly bad in this one. Even worse is that the situation where you'll actually...
Be careful, Graham!
The situation where you'll actually need the custard pie later, if you don't have it, you'll never guess that you'd need it there. So you won't realize what you've done wrong by eating it. I'll point it out when we get there. Of course, if you've played this game before, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's one of the more infamous puzzles in this game, Which is saying something, considering this game is filled with illogical puzzles. We need to get to the other side.
As with the path below, the now frozen waterfall has also washed away parts of this upper trail, which narrowly skirts the mountain edge and then heads off to the east.
But there are these small platforms that might be of use.
Graham can see tempting rock outcroppings protruding from the midst of the frozen waterfall. As with the path below,
Oh. We've heard that message. Okay, let's try the rock outcroppings.
No, stay away from the edge.
Oh. I forgot.
uh-oh, that last step was a doozy.
You have to use the hand icon, not the walk icon, to jump on these.
Ooh, do be careful, Graham.
Okay, next to this one. Or not.
Uh-oh, that last step was a doozy.
Nice game, isn't it? Very kind to the players by just having these random deaths in there all the time.
Ooh, do be careful, Graham.
Oh, shut up. Use the steps near the rear of the waterfall, those won't break. Don't try to jump to here, I don't think you actually can. Jump there! And then we have to cross the tree. Or log, I guess. Which isn't actually difficult, but anyway. There we go. Hi, Cedric.
Cedric is too busy.
Cedric is too busy. Sure, what the hell is he busy with? All he's doing is flying after us and not doing anything.
Graham, help me!
Cedric!
Cedric got kidnapped! Oh no. Well, I guess we have to help him in the next video.